What's up, vapors? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Pulse BF box mod. So I've known Tony for quite some time now, and he actually let me in on a couple of the secrets behind the Pulse BF box mod well before its release date. So with that, I was sworn to secrecy, but I was really excited because basically what he told me was that he was coming out with a revolutionary, affordable 2700 squonk box, and I was absolutely excited for that. With a big shout out and thank you going to Vandy Vape for sending this one my way for the purpose of making this video. I really love the opportunity to take a look at all of their latest and greatest products. So taking a look online, this device is available in 4 different color options. You have black, gray, red, and cyan like I've got here. And that is going to run you around $32, which is absolutely astonishing to me. Never in my life would I think that you could get a box mod for $32. Nevertheless, a 2700 squonker. And with that, they're adding to the value by offering up this Pulse BF kit as well that comes with a Pulse 24 RDA. And those are available in a few different colors. We have frosted green, frosted blue, frosted pink, frosted red, frosted white, and Ultem. I got the Ultem version here, but I also believe you'll have these colored doors available as well. So these Pulse BF kits are still on pre-order, but they will be shipping out soon, so make sure you get in on that. They're available for $65 to $67, which is, again, so crazy to me. I really cannot believe they're offering up a full kit for that price point. That is absolutely ridiculous. So anyways, if you want to get one for yourself, I'll leave a link right down there in the description below. But without further ado, let's go down to the close-up view and take a better look at this thing. Alright guys, as you can see, we've got the Pulse BF in its original box, so let's quickly take a look around the packaging and then talk about what's inside. So, Vandy Vape, Pulse BF, a Tony B project, vandyvape.com with a little bit of spot gloss on the little EKG sort of thing going on there, which is kind of cool. Vandy Vape logos every which way you look, right there, there, and there. And on the top we have the serial number, batch number, color indication, and the little authentication thing as well. And on the back we have some basic information, you know, some basic specs and features and some company information as well. Let's go ahead and open the box. All right. Well, there we go. We have our Pulse BF box mod, as you can see. Obviously, yours will not come with juice in it like mine has here. But we'll be taking a look at that in just a second. Actually, one thing I do have to show you is the little 18650 adapter. We get an 18650 adapter with this thing here, and you also get a little baggie of spare replacement parts. So that is actually, you know, pretty cool because you can fix all the little doodads in here. If your magnets fall out, they give you spare magnets, which is definitely a nice touch. And let's go ahead and dig into the bottom part here. There we go. We have oh no, oh god. Oh, this is like the worst one yet. Oh my god. Well, you get a freaking fold-out poster, folks. Yeah, this is your user manual. Oh god. Negative like 50 points for that one. Come on, guys. Make it into a booklet. All right, guys, let's talk about the specs. It works with 2700 or 18650 batteries using the included adapter. It has a food-grade silicone squonk bottle with an 8 ml capacity included. It is fully mechanical. It uses nylon and ABS construction, which is heat-resistant. Compact and lightweight. Oversized firing button. It has a safety lock switch. And interchangeable dual magnetic battery panels. Copper battery contacts, and a spring-loaded 510 pin. Alright guys, so let's go from top to bottom with the Pulse BF. The top here has a nice 510 connection that fits everything that I put on it nice and flush. And the reason behind that is actually under door number 1. Because this whole mechanism slides up and down whenever you put something on the 510 here. So no matter what size the 510 pin is or the 510 threads are, it'll just slide that mechanism down ever so slightly to match up with whatever you have on top. So therefore, everything's going to sit super nice and flush. As you saw me just take off this door here, these are all magnetic doors, and they just slap on just like that. Super, super easy. The squonk bottle in this thing is made of silicone, and it is very, very soft and very sensitive. It's basically a hair trigger squonk bottle, so I got to be really careful even doing this little bit here, so because there's still a little bit of juice in there. Anyways, yeah, you could probably see the positive and negative terminals marked there. That's the direction they want you to face your battery, and it's kind of hard to tell whether or not these terminals are coated or not. They kind of look like they're gold plated, but it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm not really too sure on that because the description says that it's copper contacts. And here we have the on and off switch. As you can see here, it works like a charm every single time, just breaks the circuit just like that, and then completes it once you fold it back down again. It works with every single type of battery that I put in here. It doesn't rub or kind of butt up against it whatsoever, which is great, and that's something I really like. It's an added little safety feature that I like. Then you have the oversized fire button. This thing is absolutely massive. Whether you want to fire it with your finger or your thumb, no matter what, it's going to work every single time. And I believe I saw that they tested this thing over 20,000 cycles, which is pretty darn crazy. I think that's definitely a rigorous testing cycle there. And when you come to the bottom of this thing here, you'll notice the little notch cut out so that you can get your finger in there no problem. No matter which finger you want to use, it's going to be able to be squonked no problem whatsoever there. Speaking of these panel doors, you can actually remove the panel doors, and it's totally interchangeable. I have an extra set right here. As you can see, I've got some red doors. Ooh, red. So yeah, that's something that's kind of cool that you can do with this thing here. Also, you can get in there for cleaning if you wanted to, you know, remove any piece or part and clean it out. No problem whatsoever there. Actually, mine actually needs a little bit of a cleaning. As you can see, I've got some juice hanging around at the bottom. But there we go. On the back panel, it says a Tony B Project right on the plastic piece there. Has some nice little markings on this thing, like the little EKG thing there and the pulse on the front door. That's something I like a lot. So real quick, before we go back to the main screen, I just wanted to show you guys what comes in the Pulse BF kit for those of you that are planning on buying one. Let's just take off the lid here. Shoop. Well, as you can see, you get everything you need. You have the Pulse box mod, you have the Pulse 24, you have an extra drip tip. This one is Delrin. And then you get the little silicone adapter for your 18650s if you wanted to use one of those. So let's just quickly take this thing out. And it also has a black squonk bottle too. That's kind of neat. Let's go ahead and take this piece out. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You have another fold-out user manual. And then you have the full set of parts for your Pulse 24. And your replacement parts for the Pulse BF box mod. So that's what comes in the Pulse BF kit from Vandy Vape. If you guys want to grab one of those, make sure you get it now because it's still on pre-order and they will be shipping very, very soon. So let's go back to the main screen, have a quick vape on this thing, and we'll talk about it some more. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the close-up section of the video. Now let's talk about my personal thoughts about this device, some pros, some cons, and whether or not it's worth purchasing. Starting off today with the pros, and my first pro is that it comes with a nice soft silicone bottle. Now this thing is a dream to squonk on. You can easily just barely even tap it and get some juice up into your BF atomizer. And with that, you know, it makes it so much easier than really having to jam your finger in there and get that juice to flow up. And it also sucks up the rest of the juice that doesn't get absorbed into your cotton, which is definitely a good thing. Obviously, you don't want a big puddle of juice sitting inside your squonk atomizer. And yeah, I absolutely love it. It's nice and soft. It definitely hasn't treated me wrong whatsoever, and therefore it's a pro in my book. My second pro for this device is that it has a very easy to use on and off switch. Now, personally, I can't tell you how many times I've thrown one of my devices into my bag and it just starts going off automatically. Well, with this one here, you can actually disconnect the entire circuit. All you have to do is just lift up on that little lever right there, and the whole thing is completely harmless now. You cannot fire it no matter how hard you try until you actually flip this back down and it completes the circuit. It's very easy to use. It's very kind of, you know, logical, and that's what this world needs. We need very easy to use devices that are safe. My third pro for this device is that it has a huge firing button. This thing is absolutely massive, and I gotta say, super comfortable to vape on no matter which way you do it. If you want to press it with your thumb, if you want to press it with your finger, no matter what finger you want to use, it's going to be super comfortable and easy to press. So with that, it definitely scores a lot of points for me, especially compared to some of the other firing buttons that I've been trying out recently. My fourth pro for this device is the interchangeable panels. I love the fact that you can customize your mod in just a couple of seconds. All you got to do is remove that one and just slap a new one on. They're all magnetic and they just take a couple of seconds just to switch up the color. That is something I know a lot of you guys out there will appreciate, and I definitely do as well, because if I feel like rocking a blue mod today, I can do that, and if I feel like rocking a red one or an Ultem or white or whatever I want to do, it just takes a couple of seconds to switch out those panels. And my fifth and final pro for this one is the price. You absolutely cannot beat the price. It's $32 online, and that is an absolute steal if you ask me. And even with the forthcoming Pulse BF kit, I mean, you're talking between $65 and $67. That's still a really good price point for a full setup. You really just cannot beat that, and I can't tell you how much I know a lot of people can appreciate a very good, inexpensive device. Alright guys, so moving on to the cons. My first con is kind of obvious with this one here. It's that it feels really, really cheap and plasticky. I mean, you're talking a cheap plastic toy for these doors here. It's the kind of that molded plastic that it has almost no weight to it whatsoever. But for the price point of $32, you really can't go wrong with this one, especially for the performance it delivers. I mean, you're talking very, very low voltage drop, and it still feels kind of nice on the outer edge here. But as far as the doors go, I really wish they were able to use a slightly better plastic. And my only other complaint with this device here is that the squonk bottle is a little bit difficult to fill without making a mess. Now, what I mean by that is after you've already filled it up with juice, in order to get that top metal fitting, that top cap part back on, without squeezing the bottle, it's a little bit difficult, and I end up usually squeezing that silicone bottle and squishing out a few drops here and there. But with that, you know, they do make those squonk refill bottles that Tony always shows off on his Facebook page, so make sure you check out Tony's Facebook group if you want to get some information about those. But with that, that's really all I have as far as complaints with this device here. I think it's an excellent device for an excellent price. A lot of value for your money here. So at the end of the day, is this device worth purchasing? Would I go out of my way to pick one of these up if I didn't get this one in for a review? I'm going to say yes to this one. Absolutely yes, especially the Pulse kit. Now, I absolutely love this kit here just because it's all in one box. There's so much value for your money, and if I didn't already own a Pulse 24 RDA, I would definitely be getting myself one of these kits. So if you want to grab one for yourself, make sure you check out the links right down there in the description below. So that about does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button if you want to be alerted whenever I upload videos. Also, leave me some comments in the box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts all about the Pulse BF or the Pulse BF kit. Don't forget to also check out the description of this video. That's where you're going to find the advocacy and my social media links. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, vape on! It's off.